EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Chicago Bears. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow! 50!
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Pacheco. And he goes out right around the 39. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Now Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Yellow! Hey, 57, 57!
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Yellow.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open target, here's Matthews. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Yellow.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Yellow.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Yellow.
Pacheco once more. And it'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. Called a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is third and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go backwards. Losing yardage to the 5. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. And his kick is indeed good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
Here we go, shot! Ready, ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
70 Lions! Seven Pirates! Ready?
Here we go on second and 12. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down. The Chiefs said.
Let's go now.
Big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and 4.
Second down and 4.
15.
Mahomes now to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now it's Mahomes again. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Ready.
On 2nd down, LeBlanc. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Ready. Nineteen tight. 19 tight.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Ready?
They need 12 here. It's
19
third down.
Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Pioneer. Hut, hut.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Yellow.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give right side for Pacheco to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. Left side, caught by Matthews. A gain there of 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Hey, Riblet, Riblet. What's that?
Now here's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Marcus Williams getting the sack from the secondary.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
15.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Now they like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Viking 18. Cougar 19.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill it for a loss.
3rd down and 13.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready, ready?
He'll drop to throw. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Harris now to return. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none-two plays, and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Yellow.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He finds his target. It's Matthews. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game.
Hey, 15,
now can they
15,
continue
15.
to feed off that? On 1st down, Mahomes. And Matthews over the middle with the grab. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Mahomes to throw once more. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, future. This one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, shot. Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. LeBlanc. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Ready?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there with an amazing diving catch. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle.
Let's go.
And then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Take go.
Now back to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And they see no sense trying to press here. They take the knee and going to get this one into the locker room. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Bears nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone, and only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offensive coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Throwing on first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Open target, here's Matthews. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's got a man and he hits him in stride. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Second and 5 from the 8.
15. Attack.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's caught. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll try for first with Pacheco. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to stretch out their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive Looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, they'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco once again. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now here's Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Chiefs 34, Bears nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Let's go
The
now.
Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter.
Get it! Get it!
On second down now, LeBlanc. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
The Bears on third down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Check, check. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. LeBlanc and his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
70 Lions. Rig it. Hut, hut.
They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Bears tried it on 4th. Convert, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Yellow. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Michael Dana. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every
is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Chiefs are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ready, ready.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can.
Yellow.
And also what happens when you get this
43,
big of a deficit,
43.
you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Rolling to his right. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He could only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now 2nd and 9. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
Yellow.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Yellow.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Okay, break.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And quickly, they get to the line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready, ready?
On 2nd down, LeBlanc. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Big Lion. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. LeBlanc. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Bronco 80. Alert! Alert! Check smash! Check smash! Go!
They'll run on first down. LeBlanc, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Mustang 19. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Yellow.
Pacheco gets it, tries the left side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Yellow.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Yellow.
3rd and 5.
Hey, 15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns. And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
On the double.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big, you really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do
Let's
they?
go, let's go, let's
And
go.
he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best off.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City.